darling. It's me, that morbid maiden of the macabre, Elvira, Mistress of the Dark. Now, what comes unassembled, needs a good paint job, and is made of plastic? No, it's not me getting ready for a hot date. It's a collection of creepy monster model kits made by a company whose very name means up in lights. You guessed it, Aurora. Hello, darling. Elvira, Mistress of the Dark here. You know, back when I was a sweet, young, innocent thing, I used to love to play with dolls. Then I figured out it was more fun to be the doll who got played with. Anyway, if you like your dollhouse to be filled with characters like Frankenstein's monster and the Wolfman, have I got the company for you. Sideshow Collectible. Hello, darling. Yes, it's me, that gal who put the show back in the show business, Elvira, Mistress of the Dark. Now, I thought that whoever said the only good human is a dead human had to be talking about the latest George Romero movie. Either that, or they were just quoting a line from one of the greatest sci-fi franchises of all time, Planet of the Apes. Hello, darling. It's little old me, the gal that put the vamp back in the vampire, Elvira. Now, just in case you thought America's scariest family lived at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue, you'd have to think again. Because believe it or not, the country's most supernatural address is 1313 Mockingbird Lane, where you'll find a groovy collection of really cool ghouls. The Monster. Hello, darling. It's little old me, that gal who put the wreck into reckless, Elvira. Now, if you've ever gone skinny dipping in a deep, dark, out-of-the-way lagoon, you were probably really worried that some big old scaly monster was just waiting for a chance to swim up and grab you and hold you and kiss you and... Oh, sorry, I was just remembering last year's 4th of July picnic. Anyway, here's one creature that's really clawed his way to the top of the swamp. The creature from the black... Let's see. January? Oop, nope. February? Ew. No way, Jose, yuck. Oh, hello, darling. It's me, everyone's favorite calendar girl, Elvira, Mistress of the Dark. Now, just in case you thought the only pinups worth hanging on a dungeon wall featured photos of naked women, think again. And get your minds out of the gutter and into your parents' basements where they belong. If you want to know what turns a monster fan's head faster than you could say Linda Blair, just feast your eyes on this Undertaker's dozen of creepy creatures, the Dawn Post Calendar Mask. Hello, darling. It's me, the maid that put the more into morbid, Elvira, Mistress of the Dark. Now, pretty much everyone likes to decorate their house for Halloween. Well, here's a story about one guy who has turned his love of all things creepy into one of the greatest Halloween attractions this side of Transylvania. So hop on your broomstick and travel to Bristol, Connecticut to visit the wild, weird, and wonderful world of Cortland Hall and the Witch's Dungeon. Oh, hello, darling. It's me, that lass that put the lush into luscious, Elvira, Mistress of the Dark. Now, if you're like me, and I know you are, you just can't wait to sit back in a makeup chair and have someone transform you into every guy's hottest fantasy. Well, if you really want to turn a guy's head, just watch what happens when a company called Ape Mania lets the monkey fur fly by transforming mere mortals into the simian superstars of Planet of the Apes. Hello, darling. It's me, that gal who put the ghoul into goulash. Elvira, Mistress of the Dark. Now, for those of you looking to improve your drab, dreary looks, you can rest easy knowing that you don't have to waste thousands of dollars on painful plastic surgery to get people to like you. Instead, you can invest thousands of dollars on latex rubber monster masks. That's right, hand-painted and covered with genuine synthetic hair. These over-the-head little beauties are guaranteed to make you the toast of any Halloween party. Or, after your spouse finds out how much you spent on something that rots away in a few years, to defend it in a divorce settlement. Hello, darling. It's me, Elvira, Mistress of the Dark, here to tell you all about the joys of a good wax job. No, not that kind of wax job. The kind of wax that produces incredible results without a lot of pain and agony. Still can't get your puny little minds out of the intellectual trash heap, huh? Well, for those of you who can't wait to see more glassy eyes than there are in your local tavern, get ready to come face to face with some real candle power. The weird, wonderful world of monsters in wax. Hello, darling. Elvira, Mistress of the Dark here. You know, over the last few years, I've starred in quite a few movies you've probably seen. Well, except for a couple that can't be shown outside of Transylvania. Anyway, I guess you could say I'm something of a cult item on the big screen, which is something I have in common with the subject of our next story. His name is Paul Blaisdell, and he's one of the great unsung heroes of 1950s monster movies. Hello, darling. Elvira, Mistress of the Dark here. Now, you know, I gotta admit, I've always been a sucker for the tall, dark, and hairy type. Which is why I've got a soft spot for one of the biggest leading men in Hollywood, King Kong. Hey, look, I know the guy has a thing for blondes, but that's just because he never met the right brunette. And I know I'm not the only one who goes a little ape for the big fella. Check out some of these King Kong collectibles. They definitely put the monkey in monkey business.